quick explanation video kind of thing. Benchmark. I've set all the settings in NVIDIA control panel just to make sure that Skyrim doesn't override my anti-aliasing or vertical sync again. And then I've got core temp and CPU Z here showing my CPU overclocked about 10%. That's it. Now I actually open Skyrim. As you can see, just set to ultra, advanced, view distance. Okay, data files. I do have the higher resolution, the official high resolution texture pack. I'll disable that one, and the other two are just gameplay orientated. They shouldn't have an impact on the frame rate. Yes, it's only a friggin' lighting mod. Oh, of course it's up there, down here. Still, I think this is pretty much about as high a frame rate as you're going to get, even when it comes to top of the line i7s and that sort of thing. People benchmark and claim that they're getting like 120 frames per second in 1080p Ultra or whatever else, but when you actually check out their display, this is not maxed out. That's the difference. Is this stuff by default, even on Ultra, is not maxed out. So max all these out if you want to make a comparative video, just to prove that you are actually using the same settings I am, because otherwise you're just a pretender. Now this does drop to around 30 frames in this spot for some reason. I don't know if it's the texture pack bugging out or what, but it happens. Average is 40-50 frames around here, and then if I go down to the marketplace, you can see it still never drops as low as a 4970K does. Never drops to 30 frames. And if I wait here a few hours, oh look, still 68, 63 frames per second. Nothing like every other CPU on the market where it drops to 30, even if they had the same or reportedly better Intel i7s. And then what else is a nice busy town? I think I'll go to Solitude. Don't stop me now. Oh look, once again, I'm not getting anywhere even remotely near 30 frames per second. In fact, minimum so far has been 39. I barely dropped into that region of that general area of the 30 frames a second, and it was still highest possible frame rate in that bracket. It was still 39 FPS. Get to a nice high spot where I can overlook the town. I'm still at 51 FPS. So there we have it. Equivalent CPU clocks as a overclocked i5, and I'm absolutely destroying his frame rates by a solid 20-30 FPS depending on what part of town I'm in or what part of Skyrim in general. And he's got the exact same video card. Oh no, not quite the exact same, sorry. He said he's got a 970 OC from Asus, I think, which shows either Asus or a piece of shit these days, which I already know since my motherboard beats the Sabertooth, and that Asus have been shit for over 5 years. You're a moron if you think their price tag is worth the performance you actually get these days. And as such, I went and I got the Galax 970 exoc. So, you know, now that ambient temperatures have finally dropped enough, I don't know what's going on here in Sydney, but we just had something like 40 to 30 degree days in winter. And this revision 0 motherboard, unfortunately, tends to get too hot if I run it in those kind of temperatures while overclocked. It actually causes thermal shutdown from the North Bridge. The only problem with it so far. The voltage drop on load on the CPU can be defeated just by overvolting. I'm currently running at 1.5 volt, and if I quickly Alt Tab, you can see that CPU Z is showing I'm currently at 1.3 to 1.6, 1.34 to 1.36 to 1.37 actual voltage. So, you know, down from 1.5, there is quite a significant voltage drop. But, yeah, you win some, you lose some. I thought about sending this motherboard back and getting a replacement, but there is no point. I mean, the performance I'm getting is pretty much identical. I could either just tolerate it and replace the motherboard in a few years when they released better technology anyway, keep the same processor, or I could just keep the one I got. And as you've seen so far, I haven't needed to do either. The current offering still cannot beat this rig. So I'm going to stop this video now. Good luck beating that.